Welcome to the video on Top 6 Changes Introduced by the Public Procurement Act 2017. There are several changes brought about in public procurement after the promulgation of the Assam Public Procurement Act and rules. This video will acquaint you with the top 6 changes. Single law. Before the enactment of the Assam Public Procurement Act and rules, the state did not have a single legislation to deal with procurements. Instead, there were a number of rules and procedures issued by different departments under which procurement was carried out. After the passing of this act, there is a single law and uniform procedures to be followed by all departments, uniformly for procurement. New procurement methods. The Act and rules have introduced and given legal sanction to new methods of procurement. These methods make procurement more innovative and efficient. Some of the methods are Swiss challenge, e-reverse auction, competitive negotiations, framework agreements, e-commerce, and community procurement. Code of integrity. A code of integrity has been defined. This applies to both procurement staff and officers as well as the bidders. The code applies to them at any level, whether or not they are involved in the procurement process. This code has been framed and implemented to ensure honesty, fairness, and trustworthiness in procurement operations. It is also to instill confidence in the minds of the bidder community and in the general public about the fairness and openness in the way public money is being spent. Conflict of interest. The Procurement Act and rules have defined situations where there could be conflict of interest for staff and officers or bidders in the procurement process. Methods have also been laid down on how to deal with them. Clear processes. The processes relating to receipt and opening of bids, evaluation, forming committees, pre-bid meeting, responding to queries, negotiations, and so on have been clearly defined. Now different departments can follow them uniformly to avoid confusion. Appeals mechanism. The Procurement Act and rules has introduced a mechanism whereby an aggrieved supplier can appeal to a designated officer if any decision, action, or omission of the procuring entity is against the Act and rules. The appellate authority will examine whether the contravention has actually taken place. The officer will give sufficient opportunity to be heard to all the parties and shall pass a suitable order binding on all parties.